Hello everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the things that sold this week on eBay, Etsy, and I had some sales on Mercari this week. So I want to share with you what all sold. My channel is all about reselling online. I am a reselling homeschooling mom that flips things on eBay and Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, wherever I can sell things to help support my family. And I like to come live once a week and talk about the things that have sold. And this is usually done at 3 o'clock on Mondays, but I've been painting my house and the day got away from me. We started school and I've been painting, actually miraculously not covered in paint, but that's what's going on. So my strategy, because selling on eBay and online is just a portion of what I do for a living. So if you're new here, if you're not new here, you've heard this spiel a lot, spiel. And I try to make about $200 a week on eBay, Etsy, all the reselling platforms combined, because it's just kind of part of what I do, and I make money from different areas. And so if I set the goal to make about 200 bucks a week, then that will usually end up being between $800 to $1,000 a month, which is where I like to land by the end of the month. Of course, I would love to do more, but because of life and because, I homeschool my kids and I'm a one-woman show over here, y'all, I have to be realistic. So let's take a peek. Now, this week, I did not make my $200 goal, but I have done okay in previous weeks, so I'm not going to get too down on myself, because next week, I'm going to, I'm sure, do better. Jason, hi, Jason. I was going to say, where's all the paint? Here, I'll turn it so you can see. Look, see? Over there. Working on that. I worked on the wall opposite, so I can see it over here. Tomorrow, this wall's getting it. Hi, Jason. How's it going? Hello, everybody. And I am live, so hi, Shop Girl. Thanks for being here. And let's see. Okay, so Tina, and I am going to be a little bit off if I jump into the chat. Apologies. Hello. Wait, here we go. Tina says, I'm loving. I'm new to your page and love watching you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And I'm setting a goal for myself. I am trying to grow this channel, and so I'm not what's the word? A guru for social media and stuff. So I'm just sort of like, in my mind, I want to grow the channel, but I don't know the practical applications of how to do that, other than being like, hey, subscribe to my channel. Anyway, okay, so let's take a peek at what sold, since that's why you're here and why I'm here too. All right, so starting off, I sold some more comics this week. Yay. And again, I fully know, like, I haven't been listing as much as I probably should be. I've been taking a bunch of pictures. I had to retake a bunch of pictures because they just were not up to what I want them to be. So that was kind of part of the problem. I had to retake a bunch of pictures, which, ugh. Okay, so this is a Dark Hawk comic. This sold for $14. I paid $0 for this because it was in the comics that a friend of mine gave me, which was very kind of her. Then this bracelet sold. This one we were just talking about not too long ago. I'm trying to remember. This was in a video where I was talking about describing jewelry and how to, I think this was in a listing one where I was like, let's list this jewelry. Well, anyway, it sold for $20 and I paid about $1 for this. It was in a box or a jar or something like that. So maybe $1 for that. So 20 bucks was a good price for this one. Jason says, how did you stay so clean? You didn't see my pants. Here, I'll show you my pants. Can you see? Maybe not. I'm on the couch. I'm not going to stand up on the couch to show you my. I did okay. I feel like I did okay as far as the painting goes. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Shop Girl says, I love the green. Probably my kitchen, right? I did the kitchen green, and the living room is going to be yellow. It's going to be a rainbow of fruit flavors over here. Par for the course. Okay, then Jason says, I'm always a mess after paint. Yeah, my pants are a mess, but I try to go slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay, Tina's asking, when eBay suggests you reduce a price, do you reduce it? Not usually. You know, eBay can suggest all they like, but I usually just keep my prices and just roll with it. I just roll with it. Okay, so those are my 2 sales on Mercari. My next sales, let's talk Etsy. So this was a little vase that I got at a garage sale for $1. And I loved it because it has these like little gnomes or something on them. They were like transfers, I suppose. And it was just really whimsical and fun, and all these cute little, gnomes feeding animals. Look, he's trying to get that one drunk. It's like, pay up, buddy. You want another shot? And here he is wooing a little. Anyway, know me when I'm courting. Anyway, so this sold. I just loved it. And so I paid $1 for this, I think at a garage sale. And it sold for $25. So that was a happy sale. Oh, I'm sure that I just missed something in the chat. Okay. Hello. The chat's a bit laggy, so sorry if I'm not right on top of it. Okay, then this little Native American, if you see stuff like this is called a storyteller doll. It's a Native American style. I don't think this was an authentic one because usually they're signed. I feel like this one was, though. I feel like it had a sticker on the bottom. It did. Okay. Not a Native American made product as defined by blah, 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 blah. So it was like a Native American storyteller doll. Anyway, so if you see these, there are people that collect them. It looks like a lady, and there's like kids crawling all over her. And so this I picked up. I think I spent like $5 on this because I knew that they have quite a, people collect them. People like them a lot. My mom has a couple actually. But this sold for $75. And it was, fairly small, like that size, if you can see. Let me make me bigger. Can I make me bigger? There we go. It was like, not ginormous. But yeah, so that I picked up for $5. And you guys know, you may not know, but I don't like to spend a lot of money up front unless I know that it's going to be something that's going to sell for a good profit. And so I felt really confident spending $5 on that. Yes, that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me to spend. All right, these just sold too. They're little Halloween earrings, and I wanted to point out, yes, they're Halloween. So get your holiday stuff up all year long. Doesn't matter. Halloween earrings sell in whatever month we're in. COVID July, we'll call it. But yeah, somebody's dreaming that they're going to be Halloween parties or something. I don't know. Anyway, these sold for $9.10. Random. But whenever I set my highest, automatically accept an offer of this amount, and I've stopped putting decline at a certain amount because somebody shared a strategy, which I'm trying out. But the person must have put in a random number, $9.10, and it was automatically accepted. So these, in my inventory notes, I put that I spent 13 cents on these. So I must have gotten them in a jar or a box and just averaged out everything, and it averaged out to be 13 cents a piece for each item in the lot. So that is what those sold for. Let me check the chat real quick. And if you've got questions and stuff, I'll save most of that till the end, and we can get really off topic and talk about whatever. Let me see, make sure I'm not, excuse me. Okay, I'll come back to the chat in a second. Make sure I'm not missing anything that's on target. Okay, so next sale, these are some Brita pictures, and I just shared some pictures, not pictures, but filters in a recent haul video. And yeah, so if you find, I got these in the bins, so maybe spent $1 on these. The other ones I got also in the bins, still brand new in the package. The other ones are probably going to sell for $50. a box, which I'm really excited about. It'll be more exciting when I actually list them and they sell. But these, so I paid about $1 for them. These sold for $14. So that was a really good turnaround. Really good. And then this Wolverine comic sold. This one I paid again $0 for, and it sold for $15. And then we're coming to the end of it. And then these Batman, they were called the 10 Nights of the Beast. Sold for $16. I took an offer on those for $16. So my total gross profit was $188. So probably with shipping, I mean, not shipping, but I don't do free shipping. So the buyers paid shipping on top of all of these prices. Probably with everything, my profit net is probably somewhere between 150, 170 in that range. So not as much as I would like. Let me see what it was last week. Let me flip back on my chart. Last week I was at 277. So it's okay. It all ends up averaging out, and it really does matter if you're listing and as far as whether or not things are selling, because I haven't really listed this week. As I said, I've been super duper busy doing other things. And we started school last week. We wanted to get school started so that when we can actually have a summer, we are not, like, oh no, now we have to do school. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to jump in the chat and see if there's any questions or anything y'all want to ask about or talk about, and we can do that. JPGR Mom, there are notifications that tell me to reduce my price. Makes me crazy. I can't stand to see the notes on my homepage. I don't even notice them. Where do you, I'm not going to go look because it'll probably drive me nuts too, but I don't even pay attention to that. The things I do are, if it says, so many items are eligible to send offers on, that's something I do pretty much every day. I'll go check and see if those are available. Then I will go send offers on those. Let's see. Okay. Christina says, I took your advice on not setting best offer price. Thanks to the tip. You never know if that'll work with your account. Yeah. So, and I wish I could remember who it was that suggested that, because I was setting the automatically accept offer for my top, what's the top amount that I'll accept. And then I was also doing automatically decline. And then someone suggested not putting the automatically decline because a lot of times people will send you an offer, and if you counter, they might accept that counter offer. So I've started doing that, and it's been okay. So yeah, Pink Alice, I get those notifications all the time. I maybe I just ignore them. I don't remember seeing. I think every now and then I see them, but I don't remember seeing them that often. Let's see real fast. Okay, they're talking about cooking. I'm actually cooking. I'm making the kids burgers tonight, since we're talking about dinner. And I'm going to make myself not burgers because I'm not eating meat today. That's a whole other saga on my other channel we're talking about. So, okay. Ultimate Boutique Resale. Will I be doing more videos about print on demand for Etsy? I don't know. I feel like I have to start learning all over again. It's like everything I have up there right now, I'm just letting it ride. And I definitely like to do make merch. And their new site is really good. But I just haven't had, because it's just me, I don't have a whole lot of time. So I don't know. I don't know. Never say never, right? Let's see. Jocelyn says, how can I join your Facebook? I guess you just go and ask and answer the questions. So I don't know. It's there. Hey, Chris, how's it going? There's Thrift Shop Hustler. Hello. I'm so glad y'all came. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Okay. Wow. I'm like, this is going to be a short one. Usually there's a bunch of questions, but there's not too many questions today. And that's okay. So my strategy, what's going forward this coming week, this week because it's already started. I would like to get some more listings in. I've got a bunch of pictures done now, so I'm probably going to get those going. I'm kind of juggling. I've got another channel that I started, so I've been doing a bit for that as well. So just because I need one more thing, right, to deal with or to work on. But I have learned this about myself, is that I have to talk to people about what I'm doing, and it's either you or drive everybody I know in person crazy. And the only people that I get to see every day are my kids right now, and they don't want to hear about it. So, but before that, I mean, that's why I started my YouTube channel for this, is because when I started thrifting and garage selling, I was like driving my family crazy. Look at this amazing stuff that I got. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I bought it for $1. I'm going to flip it for blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I just got to find another outlet to talk about it to people that actually want to hear about it. So that's why I started a channel for like everything, because then I can talk to my heart's content about whatever I want and people can listen or not. So that's what's going on there. Christina says, have I been selling a lot of merch? Oh, that's a good question. I don't look too much, because then I start getting, I have it set up where I get the cha-chings on my computer if I'm logged in through Pretty Merch. I'm not signed in. Look, I'm signing in and look, it's showing, yeah, a shirt just sold. So let me see while we're talking about it, because it is one of my other streams of income. I'm pulling it up real fast. Right now, let me see, hide that. Oh, look, this just popped up. Hang on. So this is what I got from my earnings for June on merch. This is not on the Etsy or Printful or anything else, just merch by Amazon. 115 from my United States sales, 14 pounds. So like 120 bucks. It's not a ton. It fluctuates. It's just like with everything else. If it's if I'm focusing and listing more shirts, then I'm sure I'll get more sales. But for me, having not listed a new shirt in all like a year, maybe, that's pretty good for me, having done absolutely nothing at all. So let me see where we're at. Okay, hang on. Let me hide this real fast because you'll be able to see what shirts I've got going on. There's a little hidey button. There we go, hide. Okay. So right now, and if you don't do print on demand, that's cool. So I've had one shirt sale today. Yesterday I had 6, which is amazing, I think, because again, I'm not doing anything. So far this month, for the month of July, I'm already at 95 bucks. So from July 1st to July 13th, I've sold 26 shirts. Can y'all see that? I think it's hiding it. There we go. There. So down here where you is 26 shirts is how many I've sold. So at the moment, for the month of July, I'm already on track to make more probably than last month. Maybe about the same. We'll see. So that's where I'm at with my print on demand stuff. I don't do much with it right now, just because, again, one woman show happening over here. Okay. Haha. Hello, how's it going? I'm sure I'm missing stuff in the chat. If I missed a question, definitely send it in there again, because my friend asked, oh, it just jumped. I'm sorry, it just jumped, so. Okay. Have I done a video about cross-posting? Oh yeah, I definitely have. Probably a few. Yes. And I've been using List Perfectly. And I have a link down below. I think you get 30% off your first month if you want to try it out. And they have a free so many day trial on it. So, and that's been helping me a lot with listing faster. Yeah. Oh, Thrift Shop Hustler says Etsy merch has been on fire the last few months. Yeah, I've gotten some sales on my Etsy. I have 2 Etsy merch stores. One of them is one that I used in tutorials where it was like, you can see all my stuff. And then the other one was like other shirts. But I ended up deactivating one of them because I kept having issues where, sometimes on Printful, items will go and they won't be available anymore. And if you don't go update your listing, if somebody buys it, then there's like a big kerfuffle and you have to go find something comparable, blah, 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 blah. And that was just happening over and over again. And I just didn't have time to keep having to go mess with it, which is silly. I should have just dealt with it and made the money. But it was just, my brain couldn't hold one more new thing. Jocelyn says, I'm new to this, but what's the best site to design shirts? I like, if you're not a shirt designer or a designer like me, like me not being a designer, I'm not a designer. So if somebody that doesn't create, anyway, is not a designer, like me, not a designer. You can't see the commas in my sentence. I would use Make Merch Art. I'm trying to see because I think they changed. Yeah, Make Merch Art. I feel like they changed the name of their page, but if you Google that, you'll find it. And it's super easy because then they have all the graphics there. You don't have to worry about things are, copyright. They've got all the fonts you can use. It's really good. It's really good. And I've got tons of tutorials on that as well. So, it jumped again. Hang on. Okay. Heavy despises anything jewelry related except for the profits. I feel like I found my tribe on YouTube. Yes, yes. Yeah. Because then you can just talk to your heart's content, right? And you don't have to worry about, your husband's like, I can't take it anymore. Definitely. Christina, would you say it's better to sell on Etsy or Amazon? As far as print on demand stuff, I personally like Amazon better. But I was very grateful that I had my Etsy shop up and running because during the pandemic, Amazon shut down for like a month or something. They shut all production down. So it was like a whole month of zero. So that was kind of stinky. And yeah. Hello, Fine Age Finds. How are you? So, hang on. My thing jumped again. Oh, yeah. I haven't even checked my affiliates. That's a whole nother slice of the pie that I haven't even looked at lately. Oh, brother. Yeah. Okay, the Teal Sun says, when you list something on eBay, do you ever revise the listing or you just leave it alone till it sells? For the most part, I leave it alone. But if it's something that's been up there for a long time, it's worth looking at. Sometimes it could be something like you forgot to put bracelet in the title for something that's a bracelet, or you forgot, sometimes it's worth going back and looking at and seeing, oh, I misspelled Christmas. No wonder no one can find it, So it's definitely worth a look-see if something's been up for a while. I don't do it too often because I just focus on feeding the beast, when I'm getting that groove. Definitely. Do you set up all your own charts? I'm low tech, but I'm selling. It's pretty good finding. I don't. I don't know who that is. Decline. I don't use a lot of charts. I have a spreadsheet on where I put my sales in for the video just to kind of look at that. But then I have everything that goes straight to GoDaddy bookkeeping. And then I don't even really look at it till it's time to do taxes, honestly. Pardon me. I fill in things like mileage or like cost of goods sold, that kind of stuff. But other than that, I'm not a tax person. Pardon. Oh, yeah, definitely, Chris. I want those jewelry bags. Definitely contact me. Let's see. Yeah. X Singer says, I misspelled necklace on a listing the other day. That'll do it. Okay, so I guess at some point I'll have to talk about like what I've had people ask like about my different streams of income. And I haven't really talked a lot about that because I talk about Etsy, eBay and stuff being a piece of the pie puzzle. And I guess I could talk a little bit about it now since we've got a little bit of time. But as you probably know, I make a little bit of money from YouTube. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough. I'm not complaining at all. So I would love it to be more. I'm going to be honest. so yeah, I make money doing YouTube videos. This channel makes the bigger chunk of the money as far as YouTube. My homeschool channel just got monetized a couple months ago, and that brings in maybe like $50 a month. Only the way YouTube does it, they only pay out like $100 chunks at a time. So it's like every other month it'll be like $100. But so like this channel, I had just started my Make Margaret channel. That one's not even monetized yet. I hope it will be, hopefully soon. Let's see, where else do I make money from? I sell things from my haul videos. So a lot of times people will ask to buy things from my jewelry hauls. And so I just sell directly, make, like PayPal invoice. So, and I don't really include that. The things that some of the things I'm talking about are not steady. So it varies. So I try to just look at it like the icing on the cake almost. So some months it's really good and some weeks it's really not. So there's that. And then I make some affiliate money. And so like down in the description box, if you're like, oh, I really like the magnet you're using, and you click on the link, it doesn't cost you any more. It takes you to the site, and then it's just like a finder's fee. So Amazon's like, hey, Margaret sent you. I'm going to send her a dime or whatever. And so it rolls up, right? And so some of the money that I make is from, it feels weird talking about money. I always grew up like, don't talk about money. It's from Amazon, like affiliates, but not just Amazon. Like I'd have Printful affiliates, but it's like, I don't even look at it because it's not even, I don't think it's that much. So a few different sites, get affiliates. But for me, it's like any little bit helps, even if it's like $20 here, $5 there. It all rolls up into being grocery money, right? What else? So then, merch by Amazon, the print on demand stuff. Sometimes I'll get sales on Redbubble or a couple of the other print on demand sites that I have things on, but it's rare. So maybe like $15 a month. What else? One thing I hesitate talking about it because I don't want to get a whole bunch of questions is that the house that I lived in before I moved here, I didn't sell yet. And so it's got renters in it. And so I have rental income, which I have never, ever, ever, ever talked about before. And I will not ever do a video about it because I feel like it's a fluke. I was never, I never planned on being a landlady, but that brings in income too. And also another reason I'm not gonna probably ever make a video or talk about, rental income is because I'm planning on selling that house anyway at the end of the year. So, and I've had one tenant and that's it, it's not, so I'm absolutely not, I don't know. Thank goodness I have a friend who's a realtor who has properties that she helped me with everything. So I'm just coasting on that. Honestly, what else? I'm sure there's more. There's other things. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to come back to that question, but I saw another one about, okay, I'll do these in order so I don't mess up. So Shop Girl says, how did you start your YouTube channel? I want to, but it scares me. I just dived right in. And if you look back, I probably deleted my first YouTube video, which I wish I probably hadn't. But I have a lot, my early videos is just me, and you can't really, my personality now, because I was so timid, that I don't feel like you got my full personality, but it shows like the progression of getting comfortable in front of the camera, getting comfortable. Yeah, so definitely check out some of my earlier ones, and yeah, you just go with it. And if you've got people, like in the chat here, like, okay, I'm starting a channel, come check it out. Or if, like if I do another speed dating, right? The YouTube channel speed dating thing. That was so fun. Then just, take the opportunities to share or to ask, or, if you do a jewelry unboxing, then, ask the admins in the group, like, hey, can I share this? And it's, people will give you tips. You can take it or leave it because they will. Everybody has an opinion. All right. So, Fatburn finds, how do I handle health insurance? Pay through the nose. That's how. I had to get on the healthcare exchange thing, and it super sucks. It's so expensive. But c'est la vie, right? I mean, it's either that or not have health insurance, which is just not an option, right? Definitely. Absolutely not. I will not unclog your toilet, Jason. You unclog mine. Oh yeah. I mean, that is another area that I do not. I don't want to talk about the specifics of my divorce stuff, but no, it's not amazing. I'll just put it that way. It is what it is, which I hate that phrase, but it's either that or be pissed off all the time. Let's see. Yeah, you don't have to mess with sales tax. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I know it was super sporadic about like the ways I make income. I don't have like a pie. I talk about it being a pie chart, but I don't have a breakdown of exactly how much comes from every area. But truly, and I guess there's no harm in just being. I really do want this channel to grow, and I guess that's something I need to focus on. Maybe my production quality could improve. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to do it because I'm not a social media guru or whatever it takes. I don't know. Do I use an accountant? Yes, I have an accountant that I use, and because I'm so nervous that I'm going to mess up on stuff on the taxes, and so I definitely use an accountant. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. So, unless any other, I know that I'm going to wait for just a second because I know sometimes the chat is a bit laggy. But yeah. What was the speed dating ideal? Like for the video? I just had everybody make a 1-minute video introducing themselves and their channel. And it was so fun. It was just so fun because I see the names and I don't always have time to go watch everybody. So it was really, really, it made me really happy. I wish I almost thought I had a little image of me in the corner watching you guys, because I was like, my cheeks were hurting because I was like so excited to see everybody and be able to put a face with the name, and it was really cool. So I love it. I loved it. Yeah, definitely, Heather. Getting an accountant that understands online selling is really important. Mine had to educate herself. I had to help her to know that it was a thing, and that yeah, there's money coming from YouTube. And she was like, I just didn't realize. She's been really, really good though. Have you ever thought about getting a rental management to take care of your rental? No. Hang on one second. The reason, so what I have, this is briefly about rental stuff. What I have is a, what do you call it? Insurance. It's like, not like homeowners insurance, but dang, what's it called? First American home warranty. It's like a home warranty thing. So if anything goes wrong in the house, and I wrote this into the lease, like, so if something breaks, because they're way over there in the Houston area, so if something breaks, something goes wrong in the house, then it's written into the lease, like they call the warranty company. Of course, they call me and let me know. They call the warranty company. The warranty company we have is really good. So they usually send somebody out within 24 hours. and to check out the whatever's wrong. And it's $75, and it's supposed to be, you know, my renter's responsibility, because that way they don't, you know, they use it when they have to use it and not just like calling for every little thing. So there's that. So I don't use a management company because it's just like extra fees and stuff. And it's worked out great. They pay me through PayPal. So it's all electronic. And then I just pay for I think the year for the home warranty is like $600. So it's really not a ton. And then of course, if they have to be on the $75 for the initial visit, if it's something that they cover, it's covered, and that's it. And then if it's not, then I have to pay. Just had to fix the fence, which was super fun. Not really, but whatever. So, but again, I would not have known any of that stuff if it wasn't for my friend who helped me, who walked me through the whole process of writing a lease and like not spell checking it, but making sure I had all the stuff in it. But yeah, I had a real good friend of mine that helped me with all that. And then my parents were right there. My friend who's the realtor that helped me is like in the neighborhood. So if push comes to shove, she's like, I'll just run over there. Let me hang on. I'll run over there real quick. So it's definitely, I'm fortunate. I have good friends. So let's see. Oh yeah. Do you have anything what to sell to make a quick? I mean, jewelry is always good. Electronics. Yeah. I feel you on that. I'm so glad that part of my life is in the past. So I actually have not watched Stargate. I love Firefly, and I haven't watched Star Trek Voyager either. And my brother is way more into the Trekkie stuff than I am. I need something new to watch, so maybe that's where I'll go. Oh, Battlestar Galactica fan. Did you watch Caprica? Can I just say? Oh, what was his name? Sasha Ruiz. What is the character that he plays? Anyway, meow. He's a. How do they pay rent? I was like, I'm not going to talk about it. They pay through PayPal. Yeah, they pay me through PayPal. Yeah, paint the fence. I know. I tell you what. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. Maybe after my house sells. But and this is, I mean, I feel like it's just like fortunate on top of fortunate on top of fortunate. My renters want to buy the house. So that's why it's like, I almost feel like I shouldn't even talk about the rental property, because one, it's a fluke that they were the first people that wanted to rent it. I never even put it on the market. Word of mouth, somebody told them, who's pointed them to me. So I never even had to list it. They were the first ones. They were great. They've been great the whole time. It's been amazing. And then they want to buy the house on top of this. So it's just like, I am not the person to talk to about it. So yeah, definitely. I've just been really, really fortunate. So I can't complain about that. It's pretty easy, that part of it. I've definitely heard from my friend who has had renters from Hades that it can be a nightmare. And my parents, the house that they're in, it was my dad's house, and he had it rented out when we were living somewhere else, and he had renters that it was a nightmare. Like, they had to file a police report, and the police lady who came to do the report, it was so bad she wouldn't even go into the house because there were so many roaches that when they opened the door to go into the house, it was like a cascade of them fell out. And the police lady was like, I'm going to stay here. Why don't you just tell me about the damage? Bad. It was that bad. So let's see. No, don't sell. You're getting cash flow unless you need. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. So I was on the fence about selling it because of it does bring in income, but because of, my personal situation that changed as far as that, my divorce this past year, I would like to sell it and put the equity from that into this house, because then I can lower my mortgage payments, which would make things a little less stressful around here. Plus, just little things like stress me out, and the more I can take off my plate, the better, you know? So it's like my house there never flooded, thank goodness, but it is in like Hurricane Alley. So you never know. The next hurricane could fly through there and tear the roof off. You know, it's just there things like that, like, oh, biting my nails, or, you know, if I get bad renters, or, you know, it's just like there's too many what ifs, and I like stability. As flighty and weird as you may think I am, I definitely like stability. And so knowing that I can take that equity and pay down this house and have lower mortgage payments over here sounds like magic to me. So definitely the route. Now, if I was still married and still had like a pretty stable income from my spouse and all of that, then yeah, okay, I wouldn't be in a big rush to sell it. But, and I'm not in a huge like rush. I'm waiting it out for their lease to be at. But anyway, yeah. Yep. So that's, yeah. Because I mean, definitely good. Hang on, I'm missing. Yikes, we had people camping out in front of our house until their eviction. Yikes. This is the thing. Like, I am so fortunate that I have such good renters in the house and that they want to buy the house, which is great. If you have an increase, okay, here we go. Yeah, that's something I have to figure out. Capital gains. Right. Hello from Sweden. How are you? Hi, Frida. Okay. Oh, Frida, you just made me think of Eurovision. Even though I know it's Iceland in the movie, but it's so fun. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go because I'm gonna start making dinner for the children. And I don't know what for me. We'll figure it out. So I hope you guys had a really great day. And as I said, you know, if you have found any value in any of my videos, I would really appreciate it if you would share or let people know about my channel. That's a way that you can help me, and it costs you $0 to do that. And it would be, you know, really helpful for me because like I say, I have a goal. I want my channel to grow and to do better. So that would make that, I don't know, it would be awesome. So thanks so much, everybody, for being here. And I'm glad you got to hang out. I'm glad I got to hang out. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.